What's up, guys? To another episode of Tech Bro, and today's gonna be the very, very, very freaking thin new MacBook impressions. This MacBook is literally so thin they couldn't put fans in it. It's so thin. It is very thin. Although, to be honest, it's actually not the thinnest out there. There is a Lenovo, I think it might be the Yoga Pad 3 or something like that. They actually have an even thinner notebook. So, yeah, you can go and check that out. Although, in my opinion, the MacBook is very, very amazing. All the colors and everything. And I'm gonna now get into it and everything. But I just want to also say that there might not be a lot of stock footage because I didn't go to the Apple event or anything. So I wasn't getting footage or anything. So all the footage you see will be stock photos. But yeah, just a quick disclaimer. Alright, so first of all, it is very, very, very freaking thin. Coming in at the thinnest point at 0.14 inches. It is amazingly thin. Now, it doesn't pack any fans due to the thinness, which is pretty weird. And also, the trackpad is actually using these vibrating sensors because they couldn't even put a normal trackpad on it. That's crazy. And also the keyboard has been revamped with different sorts of things and all that to make sure that they could make it extra thin. So there's a lot of hardware changes due to the thinness of it. Lots of it falling down, sadly, because of how thin, but, in my opinion, I really am happy of how Apple actually executed it still. Second of all, a lot of people are giving Apple a lot of hate for this, and that is with the new face cam or the new iSight camera, and that is a 480p camera. It is rocking it, and yeah, that is very bad. But to be honest, look at how thin it is at that point. It has to have a lens, it has to go through the processing. All of that needs to be done in that little thinness of space. Honestly, I'm happy that it's actually not 240p. So 480p, people are hating on it, but honestly, Apple, it's good enough. Like, I'm not gonna hate on it, but it's definitely very good compared to how thin it is. Now, second of all, it is rocking a 2304 by 1440 display. Very odd resolution, but it is amazing of how they packed all those pixels in to that small 12-inch display. In my opinion, that's pretty crazy, and I can't wait to look at the display. People saying it looks really good and all that. This whole MacBook is actually just about the design. All the specs are terrible, but the design, that design is amazing. Talking about specs, it only has 1.1 gigahertz and the high-end model has 1.2 gigahertz. That is a failure in my opinion. I know it is very thin, but they should have made it just a little thicker, just so that they could put in a little bit better specs. Very bad in my opinion. And second of all, 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's honestly great. You don't necessarily need 16 gigabytes of RAM. You're not going to be doing video editing on this MacBook. So, if you're doing notes and all that, that's more than good enough, honestly. I use 4 gigabytes and it's more than fine. I'm planning on doing 16 gigabytes. But for such a thin MacBook, really nothing to complain about there. Now, also, there is a new little special thing. It only has one port other than the headphone jack. It has the new USB-C port, also known as the USB 3.1 port, which in my opinion, the best feature is you can actually put it in any way you want. That's amazing, in my opinion. That's like revolutionary. But it is basically going to be for the charging and for all of the accessibility and all that. It is an extremely, extremely fast port, and it can run 4K displays and all that. It is extremely popular, and it can go so very fast. Google and a whole ton of people are busy planning on putting it in Nexus and their new laptops and everything. The new Chromebook also has USB-C ports, although it has 2. So USB-C, basically revolutionary right now. Of course, it has a headphone jack because you can't necessarily listen to music and all that through USB-C and all this sort of things, so that makes sense. It lasts around 8 hours of battery. They say 11 hours and all this sort of stuff, but honestly, with normal use, you would only be getting about 8 hours, which is good, and I'm still impressed with it. They're actually stacking batteries instead. They're using this new method so that they can increase battery life for the thinness of it. Very impressive, Apple. You're thinking of very, very smart things, in my opinion. And it is running OS X Awesome MIDI 10.10. So, yeah, that's, in my opinion, the best operating system Apple has ever made. I mean, come on, look at how nice it looks. I'm running it right now on there. Amazing, love it. And we'll be shipping in a gold, silver, and space gray, which that space gray is extremely popular. You might have heard tons of people talking about it. Many people are extremely crazy about it. And the cheapest model is coming in at around $1,300. Yeah, pricey. It's an Apple. What are you expecting? So you can pick it up. Very, very great. Although, in my opinion, if you're doing video editing, photo editing, or anything like that, it's useless. Best thing I would recommend this for is college students who are going to be writing down notes and all those sort of things. Definitely then, it's amazing because it looks stylish and it works very well. The new keyboard, I don't know how it feels, but if it feels good, then you definitely should be getting it for note taking. And also, a quick disclaimer, I am using my new Rode SmartLab Plus. A review will be coming out on it soon. You can go and check out the unboxing. It is on this channel. And yeah, we'll be doing a review of it on it. So if the quality does sound a little better, be sure to tell me in the comments. And also, we have a new wallpaper. Just to put it out there, I posted a picture on Twitter. But yeah, that's basically it, guys, for this video. If you haven't already, please comment, rate, and subscribe. This is just a quick little impressions video. Sorry that it was fairly long. Actually, I took a little long on describing the points. But if you guys enjoyed this video, comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.